All right, Aaron, thanks for joining us today. Our
Thanks
first
for having
question
me.
for you comes from Lindsay Huddleston.
Yes, Aaron, can you hear me okay?
Yes, sir.
Great. Talking about your coach, he kind of alluded to us that his faith was questioned a little bit. I don't know for how long about, how this will work out. What has it been like watching him and seeing him kind of keep you guys motivated, even though he was carrying a lot of weight on himself to be able to keep the streak going?
I mean, he carries a lot of weight on himself, but I mean, it's something to see. My freshman year, we go to a Final Four. Last year, we won the Big Ten championship, and the season gets cut short. And this year isn't the year we all expected. But he's been the same in preparation and how he approaches things. And that's the type of coach that he is, the type of person he is. And it's a testament to what this program has become over the years. And it's why he's a good coach, man. And I'm glad I'm in a position to always be able to ride with him, knowing he's going to give me 100% every time.
Right. Real quick follow-up. Is there something about the March Madness brand when you see it? Does it kind of trigger you in a positive way because you're playing in the tournament compared to being in the Big Ten tournament or in the regular season?
Yeah, I mean, definitely, dog. It's a dream for every kid that's watched basketball since they were young. Everybody's had their own specific unique dreams and whatnot, but I just watched any game that I could, whether it was a 1 or 16 or of course the closest games and of course the Final Four, man. It's a good day for fans of basketball, but it's a better day to be playing in it.
Great, thank you and good luck.
Thank you.
All right, our next question comes from JoJo Gentry at Fox 59 and CBS 4 there in Indianapolis, Aaron.
Hey, Aaron, describe how you're feeling about playing the entire NCAA men's basketball tournament here, not just in your home city of Indianapolis, but your home state of Indiana.
It means a lot to me, something that I won't forget. And, it's just, I don't think it's ironic that it's happened this way for me in the situation that it's been in. But I'm really excited to just be in my hometown, to just play in gyms that I've played in before. It's a unique year. My parents get to come still, and even with everything going on, and it's just really exciting for me. It's my mom and my dad talk about it a lot. And it means a lot to my family.
The next question will come from Kyle Austin, followed by Matt Charbonneau.
Aaron, we talked a lot, obviously, towards the end of the season, of how many games you guys had close together and the challenge of doing that. Is it a separate challenge, making sure you're up after getting a bunch of time off? I mean, do you have to think about staying prepared and being ready to come out strong on Thursday?
Absolutely. We get some time off to rest a little bit and without those games that we had back to back to back. But at the same time, coach has been in plenty of these situations before. It's our job to listen to him and the preparation that the staff puts before us. And we have to be good in that area. But every game is a challenge. Every situation is a challenge. And we have to come prepared with an open mind, ready to learn, ready to play.
Matt?
Yeah. Aaron, obviously you've played in this tournament one time and you got to a Final Four, didn't get to play last year, but what was it about that team, the makeup of that team, the character of that team that was allowed you to get there? And do you feel like there's anything similar in this group of guys? Not so much, on the court, but just kind of your mental approach and the makeup of you guys.
That team was one of a kind for sure, but we still have some experience and pieces that have seen the right way to do things and seeing how to get there. And when we hope to take it nothing but farther this time, things haven't gone the best way this year throughout the regular season and even in the tournament, the Big Ten tournament. But it's a new day, it's a new season. That's how we're going to approach it. We have to all be willing to go to different places this year with our play, with how we approach things, and continue to follow Coach Izzo throughout this way.
Have you been talking to some of the younger, sophomores and freshmen that haven't been through this to kind of understand what it's like playing in the tournament?
Absolutely. Just trying to express that the my bads have to go. We don't have time to say, oh, this is my fault. This is my fault. This is my fault will end up me going home in my hometown. I don't want to make it like that, personal like that, but this is their freshman year too. This is one of their maybe out of 4 years they'll get it. It means a lot more than just me, but hopefully they understand that this 4 years or however long they're going to be here will go by so fast, and you have to take advantage of each time.
The next question comes from Jana at the State News.
Hey, Aaron, when we were talking to Coach just a little bit before this, he mentioned on your trip up to Mackey today for practice, it felt nice to be in Big Ten country. Did you feel that at all? And how was practice up there on like a March Madness court?
It was cool. They did a nice job with the arena, and the overall production that the NCAA, did and put together for us was really, it was really thought out and it was really well put. So I give them a lot of credit for that. But, just being able to be in an area that we are familiar with, I don't want to say it gives us the leg up or anything like that, but, definitely some territory that we know. The floor feels like we know, and just any area you could be comfortable in and that is just, you'll feel better about yourself and feel better about preparation. It's just a different feel. So, you could say that, but we still have to come ready to play.
Next question will go to Stephen Wino.
And kind of have your team in it. But I'm curious, as a kid, did you ever kind of pretend you were in that song, hitting a buzzer beater or anything like that, playing outside or playing on the playground?
I only heard the end of the question. I didn't hear the beginning.
No, just the One Shining Moment song. Did you ever kind of imagine yourself in it as a kid?
I didn't. I didn't find out about that till college, honestly. That hurts for some people to know, but it's just the truth. But now that I saw it after my freshman year, it'd be nice to get a highlight or two in there. But more importantly, it'd be nice to get a ring.
Next, we'll go to Stephen Brooks, followed by Dalton Shetler.
Hey, Aaron, you guys played UCLA just last year. I'm curious, how you saw them change or develop since then? And, do they remind you of when you watch them, anybody that you played this year or throughout the Big Ten? Are there any similarities to, teams that you're a little more familiar with?
They have some guys that are close to the same height, but are versatile. They can score from a variety of places. They run good sets. They cut hard, man. They just, we had to come prepared to play. Understand that, they switch sometimes on defense and they create matchup problems on offense. But it's just about, what type of basketball game are we going to play? We're going to play Michigan State basketball, or are we going to just go out there and not perform like we should? And that's what it comes down to. And they present a lot of problems for a lot of people, but we have to come ready to play.
Style or personnel-wise, would you compare them to anybody you played this year already?
No, sir. I don't really have a good comparison for them. I feel like they're their own team.
Thank you.
Next, we'll go to Dalton Shetler, followed by John Niall.
Hey, Aaron, I know we've talked a lot about that Final Four run from a couple of years ago that you were a part of, and we talked about you being from the state of Indiana, but you were able to lead a Ben Davis team in Indiana to a state championship your junior year, and had that classic against Castle back then during that time. Is that something you think about? You relive some of those high school memories as you make this tournament run again in the state of Indiana?
Absolutely. Something I refer to as well. Not only that, but of course the Final Four, and just any time you have success winning, you hold that to a premium and a different standard. You feel like you know how to do it, and combine that with the coaching staff and a coach that understands it and has done it for longer than I've been alive. It's you're getting the best of both worlds, I feel like, and I'm more than willing and more than ready to help lead this journey onto what I hope to be a memory making one for sure. But those memories that I've had, definitely help, and definitely, I've seen it. I've seen it on how to win and what it takes.
Next, we'll go to John Niall.
Hey, Aaron, I just wonder, what's the best and worst part so far about bubble life there, whether it's food, no roommate, all that stuff?
The Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is, oh my goodness. Yes, I brought my game. Sometimes I like to play it. Sometimes when I just have some downtime just to get my mind off of things, and it's not the best. Hopefully it can improve over time, but I'm here to win games. I'm really not here to complain. I've been through worse situations before.
Who would your roommate normally be, and is it strange having a room all to yourself on the road?
No, it's okay. But my roommate will be either Marcus or David Smith, Marcus Bingham or David Smith.
Thanks, Aaron.
Yep.
Next question will come from Chris Solari.
Aaron, I know you got to play UCLA the past 2 years. What was the difference maybe that you saw between what they were your freshman year out in Vegas and what you saw in Maui? And then I guess what is the difference between that team in Maui that you played in this year's team? I think Aaron froze. Or he's really thinking deeply.
I also think you froze. Hold on a second. He was just talking about the Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Crapped out like you said. So we have one final question for you. We'll go back to Chris Solari.
Yeah, like I was asking, Aaron, you played UCLA your freshman year out in Vegas, and then you got to see the difference last year in Maui. I guess how did they change in that year under Coach Cronin, and how have they changed this year since last year in Maui?
You see some toughness traits. You know, definitely when they attack the glass from all positions. You know, you watch the film and see how aggressive all five guys are. Not only the person with the ball, whoever's shooting, but just how they just seem hungry with the ball. And we have to be prepared for that and match the intensity and maybe take it up a notch. But you know, they play hard, they play smart. You know, and they really attack the glass. I feel like.
Good luck with your Wi-Fi.
Thanks.
All right, Aaron, that's all the questions we had for you today. Appreciate your time.
Thank you,
Thanks,
guys.
man.